We are under contract. Now we're in business. This is exciting, isn't it? But don't get too excited just yet. We have to go through the option period timeframe and the financing contingency timeframe for the buyer. During this time, they will work to secure their loan, have the inspections on the property, and review all of the reports and disclosures. This typically takes anywhere between 7 and 10 days for the option period and 14 to 21 days for the financing period, depending on what was mutually agreed upon in the contract. In some cases, when you're dealing with a very desirable home that has multiple offers, we can negotiate these terms better, possibly so that there are no contingencies, but this isn't quite as common as we would like. During the option period, the buyer can back out of the home if they're not happy with what they discover from any of the reports, the disclosures, or the inspections they're having done. After reviewing the reports and having the inspections, this is typically when the buyer would be asking for repairs, or if they can possibly be asking for credits toward the repairs for the things that they found during the inspection. The buyer also has the option to back out of the home if they choose, or if they have requests that we cannot come to a mutual agreement between the buyer and the seller. They can choose to back out. Also, for some reason, if they're not able to qualify for the loan, or if the home does not appraise, and we cannot come up with a mutually agreed upon price regarding the appraisal, the buyer can also back out of that as well, as long as it's within the financing time frame. You need to understand that if a home does not appraise for the contractual amount, that the lender will only loan on the appraised value, and obviously they take into consideration what the buyer is actually qualified for. Any additional money required would need to be made up from the buyer, or the seller would have to agree to adjust the contractual price. Again, unless you have countered out any of these contingencies or they are not paid part of the original contract or counteroffer, the buyer has the right to back out of the home. And as a seller, we cannot retain their earnest money. This is why it's essential to hire an agent like myself, who knows how to properly vet buyers and their offer, who asks the right questions and has the right conversations with the agent and the lender. The buyer's earnest money deposit is only at risk if they have officially removed their contingencies. So I always advise my clients not to start packing until all of the contingencies have been cleared. Once the timelines have all been cleared, we have a little relief and have more assurance that the home is actually going to close, and you should be moving soon. Watch out below to see what is next and what to expect, and feel free to personally reach out to me so we can get you more detail about you, find out what your needs are, so we know how to properly serve and advise you. As always, I'm Shelley Stone, and I invite you to experience the difference.